Good evening, guys. I once again want to welcome you to tonight's show. It's another weekend and another episode of Droplets is right here in front of us. This evening, we'll be looking at the topic Three Things True Love Is. Three Things True Love Is. If we are going to really look into what true love is, we'll have so many definitions, given by many different people, around us. In fact, if you ask someone around you that what really is true love, they're going to give you so many different kinds of definition, and all these definitions are possibly correct, are possibly right. But I want to tell you tonight that there are three things that all these definitions are probably going to be revolving around. Three things, and those are the things we are going to be talking about tonight. But before we continue, if you are watching me tonight and you have not subscribed to this channel, please just click on the subscribe button below so that you can always get updated whenever I post a new video or whenever I come live, such as tonight. So please click on that red button that says subscribe below. In that way, you are supporting what we are doing. You are supporting, creating peace in every relationship around us. If you have a friend, your neighbor that you would like to be on this show, please forward the link I've sent to you, to them, or just go ahead and share this link for this video to all your friends so that they also can join and then benefit from what we are going to be talking about tonight. True love. Three things, that defines what true love really is. But before we continue, just listen to this. All right, welcome again to the show. Okay, and sorry about it, I'm just trying to put some things together. Like I said, three things that true love really is. But really, listen to this. When we talk about true love, what does it mean to say true love? Now, true love talks about a love that is true. And you're going to ask me, are there love that are not true? The answer is correct. Love that have the wrong focus, love that have the wrong meaning, those are not true love. Love that have the wrong reasons, they are not true love. All right? They are not true love at all. But tonight we'll be considering three things, like I said initially, three things that will help us understand what true love really is. Three things that will help us understand what true love really is. And the first thing we'll be talking about is that true love does not seek its own self. Does not seek its own self, as in does not seek anything for itself. In fact, true love looks out for others. So if you are in a relationship and you want to know if you are really in a relationship that expresses true love, you would begin to see that your partner will always be interested in what concerns you. Your partner will always be interested in your well-being. Your partner will rather make a sacrifice, discomforting him or herself to ensure that you are okay. One thing you must understand is once your partner is happy, you are also, happy as well. If your partner is not happy, then you are not happy, and that is an evidence of true love. When somebody shows you and acts it and live by it, saying that Your happiness is my happiness. You see the person doing all they can, everything they are doing surrounds you, and they are seeking for you to be better than who you are. They are seeking for you to be happy. They are seeking for you to be healthy. They are seeking for you to be okay. In 1 Corinthians 13:4, I'm going to read the Message translation. It said, love cares more for others than self. And that is the truth. When you love somebody, you will care more for them than for yourself. When Jesus came to earth, he is a real example of what true love is. When he came to this earth, he came for us. He came for those who are sinners. He came for those who are not saved. And guess what? He died for these sinners. He died for everyone in sin, including you and I. Jesus expressed true love to us. So he's expecting us to express this true love to people around us, let alone the person we claim we love and we want to spend the rest of our life with. What do you expect? Are you not supposed to express true love to that person? So you need to be interested in the well-being of your partner. In so doing, you're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. So one thing that true love, is about is caring more for your partner than yourself. Putting your partner's need before your own need. Putting your partner's emotions before your own emotion. Excuse me. Concerning yourself with what has to do with your partner before you're looking at your own self, before you're considering what concerns you. So you need to understand that true love seeks for others and not for self. True love will seek for others and not for self. True love will care more about the other person's emotions, the other person's happiness, what the other person is feeling. True love will care more if the other person is happy. True love will care more if the other person is okay with what you are doing, and so on like that. This is very important that you understand that when you claim you love somebody, it is expected that you look out for that person. It is expected that you care more for that individual and not for yourself, alone. In fact, you put that person's need before your own need. This is very, very important, and we mustn't forget that. Now, we move straight to the second one, and this talks about true love is more of friendship than a physical connection. Now, I'm going to explain this. When we say true love is more of friendship than a physical connection, what we are saying here is that when you love somebody, your physical feeling, the chemistry, is not what will come first. In fact, your friendship will come first. Knowing that person, being a friend to that person is what will come first. Now, take for example, you fall in love with somebody today and the person already is asking for sex or some romance. That should be an indication to you that this is not true love at all. You understand? It's an indication that this is not true love at all. So if it is true love, the person will be more focused on getting to know you more. The person will be more focused on things that concerns friendship rather than things that concerns chemistry, physical touch, sex, and all that. If you are in a relationship and your partner is more interested in your body, your partner is more interested in sex, your partner is more interested in romance, then I can tell you for a fact, you've not found true love yet. You have not found true love yet, and that is a truth you need to accept. No matter how unpleasant it may sound, in accepting it, you need to understand that true love will seek for friendship first. In fact, we'll be more focused on friendship than sex. No wonder God encourages us that we should wait. We should wait and wait until we are married before sex becomes part of a relationship. Those who don't wait and they have sex before a relationship, they are not experiencing true love at all. What they're experiencing is purely lust, and they feel they're experiencing love, but it is not love. that is not true love at all. That is not the kind of love that God expects us to have towards our partner. So you need to try all you can to focus more on the friendship between you and your partner. In case you are not married, focus more on that friendship between you and your partner. Even if you are married, sex is not the first thing that should be on your mind. But the friendship between you and your partner, how you guys communicate, how you guys relate with each other is very important as well. Sex is good in marriage. We won't overemphasize that. Sex is very, very good in marriage. It is something that is encouraged in marriage. But outside of marriage, it's a no. And now I'm not even just saying about what the Bible standard, gives to us. But morally, sex outside marriage or before marriage is not morally okay. It's morally not okay. Whichever way you want to put it, it is not. Somebody comes to you and the person is gunning for sex, gunning for having sex with you when you are not even married yet. You should know already that that person does not have true love for you. And if it is true love you seek, then you would know that this is not the right relationship for you. If that your partner cannot come to that understanding that he or she is not expressing true love towards you by focusing more on physical touch, chemistry, sex, romance, and all that, then that partner is not worth being with. Because let me tell you something. These things, when you get married at the end of the day, and you just begin to find out that this person doesn't really love you as much as it does before. Because it is possible the person gets tired of you. And if true love is not in existence at that moment, then that relationship or that marriage is heading towards rock. So the first thing, like I said, is that true love will seek we seek others' interest first. Now, true love doesn't mean you won't seek your own interest. It means you will seek the interest of the other person first. You bring the need of the other person before your own need. All right? You bring the need of the other person before your own need. You bring the emotional state of that person before your own emotions. You care more for that person than you actually care for yourself. And that is true love. We must understand this. And number two that I mentioned is that true love is not about the physical touch, physical activities. It's more of friendship. It's more of friendship. Some people will say, I can't get married to my friend or my best friend. Who then do you want to get married to? Someone who is not your best friend? Someone who is not, who doesn't understand you? Someone who doesn't know you? Someone who is just interested in touching you or having sex with you? That is not true love at all. That is not true love at all. I'm going to quickly move to the last point. I know some of us are experiencing some network issues. Please, I apologize for that. You can always watch this video after we are done tonight. All right, you can always watch it again after we are done tonight. And the last thing we're going to consider is this, is that true love is built on Christ Jesus. True love is built on Christ Jesus. You may think I'm being too holy about this, but that is the truth. I can't hide it from you that for you to experience true love, Jesus has to be the foundation of your relationship. He has to be the foundation of your relationship. I'm going to read the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, again from the Message Bible. It said, don't become partners with those who reject God. How can you make a partnership out of right and wrong? Which means, how can you mix right and wrong together? You understand? What relationship you want to bring between right and wrong? And it continues. He said, that's not partnership. That is war. Is light best friends with darkness? So what this is telling us is that if you want to get into a relationship that is of true love, you must understand that that person needs to have Jesus. There is no way someone can love you truly. You might say, your partner is not born again and your partner loves you. But I can tell you for a fact that that is not true love. You may not agree with me, but I'm telling you the truth. You may not understand this well, but just take it like that. Jesus needs to be the foundation of your relationship. Jesus needs to be the role model in your relationship. What Jesus encourages us to do is what our relationship should be about. Jesus encourages us to forgive. So if your partner do not make the relationship to be, do not make Jesus the center of your relationship, how can your partner be a forgiving partner? If your partner do not make Jesus the center of your relationship, your partner may not be humble. He may be filled with pride and ego. He may not be able to be submissive, or she may not be able to be submissive. You see, when Jesus is the foundation, both of you may not be able to come together to even pray or even study the Word of God, which really helps in relationships. When Jesus is not the foundation of your relationship, your partner will just do anything without having the Spirit of God in them that cautions them from doing evil towards you or other people. Jesus is very important in our relationship. It's very important in our marriages. It's important that we all make Jesus the center of our relationship. In other words, we should make Jesus the foundation of our relationship. This is a very important point. If you miss the first 2 points, this point you shouldn't miss it. If Jesus is not yet the center of your relationship, make him the center of your relationship tonight. And I can bet you that you will begin to enjoy those things you feel you are not enjoying in your relationship. When Jesus is the center of your relationship, when Jesus is the foundation of your relationship, the fear of God comes into both of you, which means that both of you will not want to sin against God. And when you don't sin against God, it means you are not even hurting the other person. When you have Jesus as the foundation of your relationship, you don't look at other people. You don't begin to date 2 people, or you don't begin to commit adultery. You don't begin to commit fornication. In fact, that is when number 1 and number 2 that I mentioned can actually become a reality. Only those who have Jesus are able to truly put the needs of others before them, before their own needs. Only those who have Jesus are able to do away with sexual sin. And when I say sexual sin, I'm talking about fornication, which is sex before marriage, and adultery, which is having sex or having a sexual relationship with someone else outside your marriage. When Jesus is the foundation of your relationship, you can be assured that Jesus is going to make everything fine in your relationship. When challenges come, Jesus will help both of you through that challenge. When you face challenges, financial challenges, family challenges, even childbearing challenges, job challenges, Jesus will help you both to overcome. So make Jesus the foundation of your relationship today. I have mentioned 3 things this evening. I've mentioned that number 1, true love will put other person's need, will help you to put your partner's needs before your own needs. And I'm talking about the emotional needs, financial needs, physical needs, all those needs, that you can talk about. It helps you to care more for your partner than even yourself. And that is true love. True love can help you make sacrifices for your partner. It can help you to endure. It will help you to forgive. It will help you to do exactly what you need to do. And number 2, I mentioned that true love does not seek for physical affection first. In fact, true love seeks after friendship first. Friendship becomes the first thing that you are focused on. You try to build that friendship. You try to build that relationship. Instead of asking for sex, you build the relationship. And when you both get married at the end of the day, sex can then come in. Now, even in marriage where sex is permitted, building the friendship between you and your partner is very important, which means that aspect of true love must continue even in marriage. So don't throw it away because you're married. Still have that mindset to focus more on building the relationship between both of you, understanding each other, and seeing how both of you can live together happily without, having issues. And I'm not saying issues are not going to come, they will come. But when true love is there, you will surely overcome. And the last thing I mentioned, which is very important, is that Jesus is the foundation of every relationship that has true love. Jesus is the foundation of every relationship that has true love. Don't forget that. Don't forget it at all. It is very, very important. So I don't want you guys to forget any of the three things I've mentioned this evening. They are very, very important. And that is how we come to the end of tonight's show. I want to believe that tonight's episode has touched somebody and has given you a new perspective about your relationship, has given you a new perspective about what you are seeing in your relationship, has helped you to understand why certain things are happening in your relationship, and ultimately it has helped you to know if you yourself have true love or not. I encourage you this evening, seek for true love. Seek for that love that is true, the love that Christ is the foundation, the love that is God-fearing. With that in place, I can assure you your relationship will be peaceful, will be a happy relationship. Till I come your way again next week, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please click on the subscribe button below and ensure that you subscribe to this channel. And also there are many other videos that I've made. If you have not watched them, please go back and watch those videos on my channel. You will surely be blessed. Till I come again next week about this time, remain connected to your partner and be at peace. Don't allow anything to tear you guys apart. Two of you are a team, and it is two of you with God against the world. See ya.